Hey now friends, it's me Lola. Today I want to tell you how to write to your future self. I want to tell you how to write a prophetic declaration for the year. So first of all, I love writing and making notes to myself. Like I've been doing it for years. I have so much content like that has just come from my heart, my thoughts, and what I felt like the Lord was giving me in the moment. So I want to tell you how to do this today. Now, it does not matter if you are a new believer. It doesn't matter if you've been walking with the Lord for a long time, and it doesn't even matter if you don't believe in God. I'm going to tell you how you can tap into the future and actually write and create for your future self. Now, the first time I noticed that this was happening on another level was with my planner. So I love planners, I love journals. Like I'm a writer, duh, I love that, right? So I love planners, I love journals, and I love scrapbooking. I love like the idea of vision boards, even though I'm not like a traditional vision board person, like, and I'll talk about that on another episode. But anywho, I got all of these magazine clippings one year that were just cool to me, all of these different words, and they were small little clips. They weren't even like big pieces of paper, but I got all of these little magazine clippings and I put them in a very small envelope. It was probably like a 3x5 envelope. That's how small it was, and I tucked it away. And then like a year later, I just felt like, hey, I want to pull this stuff out, and I was like, I want to put these clippings from the magazine in my planner for the next year. So I had this really cool planner, which is actually reusable because it's made with like the disc and stuff. But I had this cool planner and I started cutting out the clips and putting them in my planner and just in different places. And I started writing notes to myself. And like the next year when I used my planner, it was crazy that there were so many words in there that spoke to me and spoke things that were relevant to that moment, that may have been happening in my life, and even on a global scale. It was crazy. So let me tell you how you can do this for yourself. What you can do is gather your materials, which you can use a planner, you can use a journal, you can use a piece of paper. I've even created these planners with like binders, which is really cool. You can get like a binder and then put paper in it. This is how I do it with my children because I'm not going out and buying them an expensive planner, and we're practicing. Because the truth is, like, I don't have time to spend $50 on your planner that I've caught on sale, on like an annual sale, and then you're barely using it. So I had my children do them with binders. We use like the little 1/2-inch binders, and we put paper in it to make their planners. But anyways, you can get paper, journal, an actual planner. You can use a binder and put just regular notebook paper in it. You gather that because that's going to be like your canvas. That's going to be your foundation. And then you want to get glue sticks, scissors. You want to get, well, it depends on how many people you're going to have with you. You might just need a pair of scissors or one glue stick. But anywho, you want to get glue sticks, scissors. You want to get magazines. You want to get like the mailers that come in the paper. If anyone in your home or in your family gets the newspaper still, like, or the sales papers, you want to grab those because you can find words in there too. I've done it. You can find images that inspire you, and you want to get pictures of yourself. You want to just gather all your materials. You want to gather everything, get it in place, put it out on a table, and then go to work. Now, this is how I do mine. I like to get a lot of magazine clippings. That's what I like to work with. I could work with writing notes to myself, and you can do that if you want. But if you're someone that wants to like, if you're someone that likes to visualize things, and you can look at an image and the image can be of a mountain, but when you look at it, you just see so many different things, then I'm going to suggest you do magazine clippings. Because the way I am when it comes to like, my husband's laughing at me, but the way I am when it comes to like seeing stuff, like it just, my mind just overloads, which it in a really cool way. But anyways, I like to gather my magazines and get my scissors and an envelope because I'm going to prep this part of the process. I'm not going to do everything in one day. I'm going to get my clippings done. It may take me one day. It may take me a few days. It honestly may take me a few weeks to like a month because that's how I move. It just depends. But I'm going to take my time getting my magazine clippings, and I'm going to gather them, and then I'm going to set aside time to actually do my planning. And my planning may take place over the course of one day or over the course of a few days. So I'm telling you this to say that do not limit the process. Do not limit the expressions of your creativity, and do not put a restriction on how long this should take you. Okay, because it could take you 30 minutes, it could take you a few hours, it could take you 8 hours, or it could take you longer. Okay, so whatever it is, just like enjoy the process. Just enjoy the process. So after you gather your materials, if you're a person that wants to get the magazine clippings, you do it however you want to, whether it be one day or a few days. Get all your materials and then just pray. Pray, Lord, help me write my prophetic declaration. Lord, help me write to my future self. Your prayer doesn't have to be long. You know, it doesn't have to be full of a lot of words. The book of Ecclesiastes says the more words, the less meaning. So just keep it simple. Lord, help me write to my future self. Help me to write encouraging words. Help me to write words that guide me. Help me to write words that help reveal my identity so that I can focus more intently on doing things that are going to set me on the right path, the path of success, the path where I reach my goals, and the path where I add value to the world in a magnificent way. That is my thing. Okay, so anyways, let me explain that. When I say that is my thing, like adding value to the world, contributing to my community, that's really big for me. Mission-driven stuff, purpose-driven stuff, calling-driven activities, very, very important to me. And I tend to gravitate to people who feel the same, even though I'm very like a butterfly, just floating everywhere I want to go. Okay, so anyways, you want to pray that prayer. You want to keep it simple. Doesn't have to be super long. Doesn't have to be super eloquent. Your words don't have to flow like mine. Just pray the prayer. Lord, help me write to my future self. Help me write a prophetic declaration. And then you want to start. Give yourself grace. Don't say, I'm going to get this done in an hour. Just go. And also, if no inspiration comes to mind like immediately, what I want you to know is this. Like, creativity is not linear. Okay? The way things are going to flow for you will not be in a straight line. It may not even be in the manner that, it may not even flow in the way I've given you these instructions today. You may flow differently. So be okay with that. And just know that at some point, you're going to sense something in your heart. You're maybe even going to see a word jump out at you through your email, through a headline. Maybe you're going to be in the car listening to music and you're going to hear a lyric in a song. Maybe you're going to walk outside and you're going to see a dragonfly fly across your path, and then it's going to lead your eye over to something else, and then all of a sudden these thoughts are just going to rush you. It's going to happen. Something's going to happen in some way. The Lord is going to make himself known to you. Okay? And when that happens, you stop safely. So if you're driving, you don't just stop in the middle of the road, okay? You stop safely, whatever you're doing. Stop safely and make a note about it. I put memos in my phone all the time. Like, I write notes in my phone all the time. So put a note in your phone. Or if you actually carry paper and pen with you, write it down. Put the date and the time. And what I also love to do is what was happening around the time the thought came. Because sometimes I'll look at things and it will trigger a thought in me that will remind me of something. So just do what I'm telling you. Just write it down, put the date and the time, and then what was happening when the thought came to you. That will help you track your flow in the future. Okay, that's going to help you see what is happening during these moments where revelation is coming to you. For some people, they get a lot of, they sense God a lot in the bathroom. Makes sense, right? I hear that from people. They're like, I'm in the bathroom, you know, but think about it. In the bathroom, who's bothering you? Unless you have kids, nobody. Okay. But anyways, I've gone way off and I'm going to bring it back. Listen, I put this content on thesmokingprophet.com. So do me a favor, tap in the episode description today and grab that link and go to the blog and look at the blog. Everything will be way more put together there. I also have a word search there to actually help you jumpstart your writing. So if you're not using magazine clippings or any other visual stimulation to help you with your writing, you can look at this word search and find words that inspire you, and the Lord can help work through those words too. Listen, I'm excited for you. If you do this, then comment below and really stick with it for the next year, or for the next, I like to say the next year, but stick with it. Try to aim at first to do your planning for at least the first 3 months. At least the first 3 months, right? And then putting other important dates in there, like holidays, anniversaries, birth dates, of course. Like, create around those significant days if you're just beginning this process. And I think you're going to have so much fun with it, and that if you will just allow yourself to flow, it will just evolve into a place that I'm not even sharing with you, because it's going to be something that is unique to you. Okay, I'm Lola. I'm with The Smoking Prophet. The Smoking Prophet is a life advice brand designed to resource you spiritually, creatively, and socially. Our goal is to give you what it takes others years to get. We do that through a blog and through a podcast, thesmokingprophet.com, and also the Smoking Prophet podcast. Listen, I've said this a few times a day because I've recorded a few messages and I am tired of saying it. Okay, let me just get through it. If you have not listened to our podcast, then do me a favor. Go wherever you listen to podcasts. Find the Smoking Prophet podcast. Follow us. Subscribe to us. Share us with someone else. And thanks for listening today. I appreciate it. Until next time, have the most amazing life. Bye!
Spiritually, creatively, socially. Spiritually, creatively, socially. Do life, do it better, do it better. Do life, do it better, do it better. The Smoking Prophet will inspire and equip you. The Smoking Prophet takes your skills and gifts and mold you. Do